Hi guys, I'm Lils. Welcome to my page, Limitless Lils. The purpose of this page really is going to be to do just overall book reviews. I am a big proponent of reading. I consider myself a professional bookworm, and I just feel like there's not many people in my life that like to read or do read, and if they do read, they don't necessarily read the books that I like. So my whole thing is just to kind of just give an overall review of what I like, and I'd like to hear your opinions on it too. If you've read the book or you're considering reading the book, maybe this will kind of push you in one direction or another. How I would like this channel to be broken down to in each book review. I'm going to keep it kind of short and sweet because I don't like watching long videos that drag out for no reason, so I don't want to give that to the world. I want to keep it kind of direct and to the point. I like to break the books down basically by the number of pages that will be in the book, my top 3 takeaways from the book, an overall score, and would I reread. The reason being would I reread versus would I recommend is because what I like may be different from what you like, and I feel like I don't really have that say, therefore take what you want, leave what you don't. I think a big one for me too is that a lot of these books will be philosophy, self-help, and motivation. I don't really read many stories. There will probably be stories from time to time sprinkled in here because I do have a couple of them. I have over 500 books, so I do have stories as well. However, I would say that a majority of these books will be self-help and motivation, which is not everybody's cup of tea. With that being said, I would also like this page to kind of just be sprinkled with philosophy and motivation in general, with a focus on books. All right, other than that, I think that's kind of the premise of everything. So I will just jump right into it then. So the newest book that I just finished reading was Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man by Steve Harvey. It's got 232 pages. It took me approximately 5 days to read this book. My top 3 takeaways from this book, I did like it overall, but my top 3 takeaways is just that he is essentially calling this the playbook for women on how to date. As someone that's single, that's what caught my eye with this particular book, because I am approaching my 30s and I would like to meet my person, and I've had a little bit of a difficult time in that field. I did take away some valuable information. It's nothing that I didn't know already. It was just a reiteration and hearing it from a man, specifically a successful man. So I think one of my top takeaways from this book is that if a man does not have his finances together, he is not going to be ready for you as a woman, or at least somewhat got his finances in line of where he would like to be or headed in that direction. I feel like that really resonated with me because I have dated a lot of men that are unstable in their career and they're nowhere to be found. So I feel like that says something for itself. The other thing that I think was a good takeaway from this book is that the way a man shows love is nothing like how a woman shows love. So there's 3 things to how a man shows love. So they protect, profess, and provide. Professing is, giving you a title of some sort. So that is definitely something I think looking forward to. Like, I'll make sure that whoever, I get romantically involved with, to kind of listen to how they introduce me to other people. Providing is pretty easy. They help you with your problems or take care of you either financially, typically financially. I don't think there's any other way really to provide. And then protecting, so whether that's like from physical harm or emotional harm, they're kind of just protecting your overall well-being. They wouldn't let anyone talk down on you. I did really like that. I feel like that is the key components to what I'm looking for in my man. So understanding that's how a man shows love, I feel like I've got a better grasp on that now. I think my third and most important takeaway from this book, though, was just having boundaries for yourself. It really reiterated the way men respect boundaries. I feel like I get kind of loose with my boundaries when I start to like someone and I catch myself allowing them to disrespect me. And it's not even that it's direct disrespect, it's kind of indirect. Normally it's indirect. But, you know, setting a standard for myself and holding myself to that standard will ultimately help me find a better partner, because men respect standards. You know, and just really being able to walk away when someone shows you their true colors and that they're not for you. So I think this book, I think it was pretty good. I think my overall rating for it would probably be a 3.5 out of 5. The reason, even though I liked it, I'm only going to give it a 3.5, is because there's a lot of things in here that did not pertain to me. It talks a lot about kids and dating people with kids and you having kids and dating. I personally don't have any children, so there's a lot of parts in this book that I could have skipped. There's actually one singular chapter that I completely skipped because the entire chapter was about children. So I didn't need that. So I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. And would I reread it? Probably not. I feel like I got what I needed from it. I feel like it's kind of general stuff, just validating the things I believed already. You know, and just reminding me to put them into place, and hearing it from a man versus hearing it from a woman. You know, my mom, my sisters, my friends. So I probably wouldn't reread this book. I do think that it's a good book for all women to read one time, but reread, probably not. But other than that, that's all I have to say about Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man. I want to hear your thoughts. Bye.